This is how to measure thresholds when pacing in AAI mode. I can tell it's AAI because it says so at the top. All of the numbers now are appearing in the blue panel instead of the white panel, which is where they'd be for VVI. I can see my voltage is 5 volts and my sensitivity is set to 1. And at 50 beats a minute pacing rate, my green light is flashing, which means that I'm sensing P waves. There are no yellow lights flashing, so there's no pacing pulses. To do a pacing threshold, we have to be pacing, so I need to change my rate by moving this control here, and I'll move it to 10 beats higher than the intrinsic. What I'm going to do here is just move it straight up to 90 beats a minute. I unlock, I go to 90 beats a minute, and there we go, 90 beats a minute, and you can see that I'm now pacing here with the yellow light at 5 volts. The green light is gone. I'm now pacing at 90 beats a minute, 5 volts. So I'm ready to do the threshold check, and the way that I do it is I take my output, which is the blue control, the navy blue control, and I start to decrease it, and straight away you can see that the impedance is measured, because the moment that I move my output control, it will measure the impedance. 579 ohms, which is fine. That's covered in another video, but I'll continue to come down and down and down until I lose my threshold. So I'm here going at 1.1, 1.0, 0.9, 0.8, 0.7, 0.6, and at 0.6 I've lost my capture. That's of course not the threshold, that's just where you lose capture. And if you have difficulty seeing the P wave loss of capture on the monitors, on the ECG monitors, the box can help, because you often see this situation where you're delivering pacing pulses and it also senses the non-captured P waves. So when we go from yellow, yellow, yellow with flecks of green coming in, so we're pacing, but we're also sensing the non-captured P waves, this tends to suggest loss of capture. So as we come back up again, I expect the green flecks to disappear. So I unlock, I'll come back up a little bit, 0.7, and if that's the threshold, you can see all the green sensing has disappeared and I'm just pacing. So I know my threshold is 0.7. I then set the output substantially bigger than that. Favourite voltage for an anaesthetist is 5 volts, so I'll put that at 5 volts. There we go, 5 volts. There we go. And it's also measuring the impedance down here at 580, which again is fine. It will always measure the impedance as long as the voltage is above 2 volts. We started at 50 beats a minute, so I just have to remember to put my rate back down again, because this is a backup type of pacing. So here we go, let's go all the way down to 50. And there we are, atrial threshold done.